Hi guys, I'm Rick. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making chicken pot pie soup. Okay, I'm starting out here in my big blue cast iron Dutch oven. This is like 6.5 quarts, and I have 2 chicken breasts, bone in and skin on, in here with 6 cups of water. Now I'm going to add some salt to this. I'm going to add about a generous teaspoon for now. I'm going to put it down in the water, not on the chicken. And I have a chicken bouillon cube here. These are Knorrs. If you have just a small square one, just throw 2 of them in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up to a boil. Then I'm going to reduce my heat and I'm going to simmer this for about an hour. And that'll get all that good chicken flavor out of the chicken skin. And that'll make that chicken real tender. Alright, my hour's up. And as you can see, this is cooked real low. So this chicken's going to be falling off the bone. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to pull the chicken off the bone and throw away the bones and the chicken skin. Okay, now that I have my chicken out and I separated it all off the bone, I have a 4-cup box of chicken broth I'm going to add in here. And I turn my heat up on this, guys. We're going to season up this stock here. And I think I'm going to add about 4 more cups of water in there. Okay, now I have my 4 cups of water in. I'm going to let this warm up for a little bit. I'll get my spices ready a while. And the thing with the cast iron pots, they really work great. The only thing is the handles get really hot, so you want to be careful of that. Okay, now let me get a spoon here. And guys, I'm double dipping, but my family all have the same germs. Now, right off the bat, excuse my reach, I'm going to add some more salt in here. And this has a really good chicken flavor to it. Let me stir that around. And I may have to open my other container of salt. This one's almost empty. It's actually tasting good. Maybe just a hair more. And that noise you hear in the background, that's my dog eating her food. Give that a taste. Okay, that tastes good. Now I'm going to add a little bit of ground thyme in here. About a 1/4 teaspoon. And there's people around the world that's going to say this isn't chicken pot pie, this is more like a chicken and dumplings. But here in Pennsylvania, where I'm from, there's 2 different ways you can make chicken pot pie. You can make it with little pot pie squares, or you can make pies with chicken filling in them. Okay, that's tasting good. Now I have some whole celery seed here. You could use fresh celery in this if you like. But this has a more intense flavor and it's easier. Just be careful not to get it stuck in your tooth. That one's for you, Cricket. And I put about a teaspoon in there. And this is clumping up a little bit from the oil from that chicken skin, but as this cooks, that'll loosen up again. Let me give that a little taste. That's good. And I have some minced dried onion. You could also use fresh onion here. But once again, this is quicker and easier, so I'm going to put in about a 1/2 teaspoon because this stuff here packs a kick to it, unlike the fresh onion. It's a little more potent. Okay, let me taste this. Okay, now I'm going to put some black pepper in here. And while this is heating up, I want to bring it up to a boil because I'm going to put in some frozen peas and carrots, and that's really going to bring the temperature down. Okay, now this came up to a good rapid boil, and it didn't take long in this cast iron pot. I have some frozen peas and carrots here. This here is a 12-ounce bag. I'm not going to use all of them, but I'll just add some in. Probably about 1/2 bag, if I don't get them all over the place. Let me give this a stir and see where we're at. I might just use all of it. You know what, I'm going to use the whole bag because this is a lot of chicken broth in here. Right. Okay, and I'm going to return my chicken back in here that I shredded up. And this stuff's nice and tender, guys. Now, if you were making for a smaller family, maybe you want to do half of what I have because it's a big pot of soup. Okay, I'm going to add in some parsley. I should have added that in before, but I forgot to, but it's never too late to add it in. I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of dried parsley. You could also use fresh if you like. Okay. Now I'm going to add in my pot pie. Now what I did is made a bunch of little pot pie squares, and I put them in the refrigerator. I have them lined with wax paper. And the way I made my pot pie is I took 1 egg, 1 cup of water, and about a teaspoon of salt, mixed it up in a bowl, and I slowly added flour in so I got to the right consistency, rolled it out, and cut these up. So I'm going to drop these in here, and the flour on there, that's going to help thicken this up. Alright, now that I have all my pot pie in here, and I turn my heat down to a low simmer, I'm going to let this simmer for about a half hour uncovered, so that pot pie can cook, the peas and carrots can cook, and it thickens up some. And I don't know if I mentioned, when I made my pot pie, I just stored it in the fridge for a little while until I was ready to use it, and I made 3 layers of pot pie, spaced between that wax paper. So I'm going to let this simmer for that half hour, and then I'll be back. Alright, this cooked for about 20 minutes. Now I'm going to stir in a cornstarch slurry to help tighten this up and thicken it up some, and let it go for the last 10 minutes. And my pot pie is starting to get tender. That's what we want. So I'm going to let this cook for about 10 more minutes, and this will be ready to go. Alright, my half hour is up. My pot pie's tender. My chicken's done. This is thickened up. Let's go ahead and fix up a bowl and see what we got. Okay, I'm going to get in there and give this a taste. Let you guys know how it is. Let's taste some of this pot pie. Nice and tender, good chicken flavor. Let me try a little bit of this chicken here. Hot, as tender as a mother's love. Alright, there you have it. Chicken pot pie soup. Give this a try. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.